to Evolve series. Let's have a seat on our mat. If you have a block or a towel that you can roll up, please grab that now. We're going to start in a seated pigeon. So we're going to lay one shin right on top of the other. So it's a perfect triangle. Now, the block is if you have a space, because I don't want your leg just hovering in the air. That could get really uncomfortable. So rest your leg on the block, or the rolled up towel, or you could use a pillow or a blanket. Get creative. Everybody's got at least a pillow or a towel, right? Sitting up nice and tall, shoulders down, nice long neck. Let's close our eyes. We're going to take a few deep breaths, becoming present on the mat, leaving everything else off of the mat during our practice. Feel free to set an intention for your practice while we breathe, or set an intention for your day. We're going to inhale to the count of 4 and exhale to the count of 8. Let's take a deep breath in and exhale. Deep breath in, exhale. Last one. And let's slowly open the eyes. We're going to reach the arms up overhead. As we do, inhale, look up at those hands, and exhale, release. And again, inhale, reach the arms up, and exhale, release. Last one. Let's walk the right fingertips out. Open up through the chest. Keep both sits bones on the mat. Left arm over left ear. Take a deep breath here. And come on up through center. Let's take it over to the other side. Walk those fingertips out. Open up through the chest. Right arm over right ear. Look up towards the sky. Both sits bones on the mat. And take a deep breath. And come on up through center. We're going to bring the right arm out and hook the left over the right. Pull it in towards the chest. If you want to kind of play with the hands and the fingers here just to warm up, kill 2 birds with 1 stone. And release. Left arm comes out. We're going to hook the left arm with the right. And again, play with those fingers and hands. And I know some of y'all have dirty minds, okay? Get your minds out of the gutter. I'm probably the worst of all y'all because I'm the one that thought of it. Maybe not. Maybe one of y'all thought of it before I did. Who knows? I'm just kidding. All right, let's release. We're going to do a couple shoulder rolls. Coming forward, up, back, and down, making a nice square. Just warming up all the joints. And let's reverse, back, up, forward, and down. Becoming limber in our bodies. Setting ourselves up to be safe. We're going to take that top leg and bring it behind. We're going to twist. through center. Bring that front leg in, and we're going to straighten that right leg. You can bring that foot to the inside of that thigh, flex that foot, wrap your 2 pointer and middle finger around that big toe. Y'all better stop with that dirty mind stuff. Open up the chest. It could just be me, and y'all are looking at me like I'm crazy. That's happened before. We're gonna reach that hand over, keep the chest nice and open, and take a deep breath here, and come on up. Now we're gonna switch sides. So whatever leg was on top before, we're gonna switch. Let's reach the arms up overhead. Hands come together and bring them down. Inhale to reach. And exhale. Let it go. One more time. And we're going to bring that left leg around, or whatever leg you have on top, and we're going to twist. Come back through center. We're going to straighten through that left leg, or whatever leg you had opposite from before. 2 fingers, grab that big toe. Open up your chest, and we're going to stretch it over. Take a deep breath here. And come on up. Let's meet in tabletop. Knees come under the hips, hip distance apart. Hands under the shoulders, widen those fingers. The elbows, or the eyes of the elbows, the interior of your elbows are pointing out, just like in down dog. We're going to bring the right leg out and lift and hold. And bring it in. Take it to the other side. Tighten that core by lifting in and up on the belly button. Big breath in. Lift the left leg, hold. And bring it on down. We're going to bring the right leg out long. Square those hips to the mat. Meaning we're not turning that hip. Our hips are squared. Just like in down dog or 3-legged dog, we're not opening up the hip. The hips stay facing the mat. Left arm comes up. We inhale and exhale. Bring it in through the center. Crunching through that core, and stretch it out. Keeping the core tight here will help keep you balanced. And bring it on down. Left leg comes out, square the hips. Right arm comes out. Don't worry about getting your legs super high. If you find that you're turning your hips because your leg's a little higher, bring the leg down. We're going to take an inhale and exhale. Bring it in. Stretch it out. Bring it in. One more. And bring it on down. Let's meet in a down dog. Curl those toes, lift those hips. Pedal through the feet. Take a few deep breaths here. We just want to warm up those legs and ankles and toes and feet. posture. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed. Chest is melting towards the thighs. You might need a micro bend in your knees to help straighten your spine. Eventually you can work on getting the heels down. We're going to take an inhale. Right leg comes high. And exhale. Right knee to right elbow. We're going to do it 3 times. And come on up. Big inhale. And exhale. Touch that elbow. And you kind of rock back and forth on the toes that are on your mat. Inhale, 3-legged. We're going to exhale. Keep that knee to chest. Give yourself some height. And step it up. Lower down on that back leg. We're going to walk it out so that foot is half on and half off the mat. Coming into lizard pose. We're going to keep that left hand on the mat as we sink into the hips. Right arm reaches back. And look at that thumb. And bring it back. This time we're going to reach it back and lift that back foot. See if you can touch it. Bring it back. One more time. Both hands to the mat. We lift up. We're going to walk that foot back to our low lunge. Heel toe, heel toe. Keep that back foot lifted, pushing back with that back heel. We squeeze the inner thighs to lift. And come on over that thigh, coming onto the back toes. Lift the arms overhead. Bring them back to airplane. Overhead. Back to airplane. Frame the front foot. Come on back to a high plank. Make sure your butt's not in the air or sagging. Pelvis is slightly tucked under to ignite the core. We're going to do a chaturanga. Drop the knees to modify. Use 2 blocks if you need. Come forward, inhale, exhale. 90 degrees at the elbows. Flip the feet. Open it up. Shoulders down and away from the ears. Bend the knees. Curl one toe, then the other. And come back to down dog. Pedal through the feet. Feels good. Maybe down dog isn't a resting pose for you yet. Eventually you'll get here and you almost have to pedal through the feet because it just feels amazing. Take a couple breaths. Check your posture in down dog. Relax the shoulders. On your next breath in, left leg comes high, 3-legged. Make sure you keep those elbows nice and strong. You're not bending. We're going to exhale, left knee to left elbow, and then we rock on those toes that are on the mat 3 times. Come on up, 3-legged. Big inhale, exhale, rock. So we tap that knee to elbow 3 times. Come on back up, inhale, exhale. Give yourself some height, knee to chest. Step it up between the hands. Drop down on that back knee. We're going to heel toe that foot half on, half off the mat. Coming into lizard pose. Right hand comes to the mat. We sink into those hips. Left arm comes behind us. You look back at that thumb and bring it back to the mat. This time, see if you can lift and touch that foot and come on back. One more time. And let's curl those back toes under. Lift that kneecap. Heel toe that front foot back to your low lunge. We're going to push back with that heel, squeeze the inner thighs to lift. Come over that thigh, coming onto the back toes. We lift the arms overhead, back to airplane arms. Overhead, back to airplane. Frame that foot. Come on back to your high plank. Again, small tuck of the pelvis to ignite the core. You can drop your knees down to modify. Or inhale, exhale, open it up. Bend the knees, curl one toe, then the other. Come into your down dog. Take a deep breath. Tailbone towards the sky. We're going to take an inhale, right leg high. And exhale, come forward, step it up. Coming into warrior one. Slowly rise. As you rise, you tighten the core. Interlace those hands behind your back, opening up that chest. Shoulder blades come together. We bring that right shoulder to that knee. Lift. Open through the chest. Big inhale. Exhale. Shoulder to knee. Tighten the core to lift. And open it up. We're going to straighten on that front leg. Heel toe, heel toe back into a wider posture. Losing my voice. Warrior two. Exalted. And come on back. We're going to straighten through that front leg. Come into a wide stance. We're facing the left side of our mat. We're going to come into a halfway lift, nice flat back. Reach the arms out over the head. Bring them back to airplane arms. Keep that spine nice and straight. Core is tight. Arms overhead. Airplane arms. One more time. And fingertips come down to the ground, micro bend in the knees. Just coming into a forward fold. Grab opposite elbows and you can sway side to side. Fingertips to the mat. We're gonna slowly begin to bend on the left leg as we flex the front leg. And we're going to switch sides. Don't worry if your heel comes up. As long as your spine is nice and straight. Let's heel toe the stance in a little closer. And this time, hands to heart. We're going to come down, but not all the way. Just using our legs to go back and forth. Come back to center. Forward fold. We're going to walk it back around. Coming into humble warrior, the right fingertips come on the inside of that foot. Open up that chest, left arm to the sky. Straighten on that front leg, we lift. We're going to reach it front. Left arm over left ear. Bend on that front leg. And then we straighten. Bend on that front leg and straighten. One more time. triangle. You can put your right hand on that shin or let it dangle. Maybe use a block. Nice straight spine, like you're right up against a wall. Take a deep breath. And we slowly turn, facing the front of our mat in a low lunge. Hands frame that front foot. We slide it back, coming into our high plank. And here we tuck the pelvis slightly. You can modify your Chaturanga or come forward, inhale, exhale, open it up. Make sure your hips are not sagging first. In your Chaturanga, your body should be a straight line, like a board coming down. No one part of your body should come down first. Come back to your down dog. Take a deep breath here. On your next breath in, left leg comes high. And exhale, we're going to step it up. Turn and flatten on that back foot and rise up. Warrior one. Opening up through that chest, we inhale. And exhale, bring that shoulder to the knee. We tighten the core here to lift. Open up through that chest, shoulder blades together. Take an inhale. Exhale. Come on forward. And we lift. We straighten on that front leg. Maybe you need to heel toe a wider stance coming into warrior two. And then exalted. We're going to straighten on that front leg and turn that foot to the right side of our mat in a wide-legged stance. From here, we hinge from the hips. We come into a flat back, nice long spine from the crown of the head to the tailbone. Airplane arms. Bring those arms overhead. Airplane arms. Bring them overhead. Airplane arms. One more time. Bring those fingertips to the mat, coming into a forward fold. Micro bend in the knees. Here you can sway it out. Grabbing opposite elbows. And fingertips come to the mat. Here we're going to bend on that back leg as we flex the front. And we come on over to the other side. Switching to the back leg now. And one more time to the front. From here, maybe you need to shorten your stance a bit. We're going to bring hands to heart. And we're going to switch back and forth, keeping the hands lifted and just utilizing the legs. One more time. Hands come back. We come back to our wide-legged stance. We're going to walk it around, coming into our low lunge. We're going to frame that foot. Come back to our Chaturanga or high plank first. Drop the knees if you need. Breathe in, exhale, and open it up. So I just want to show you really quickly, because if I don't point it out, then I'm not a very good instructor. But I see this happen very often in Chaturanga. I see people want to immediately drop their hips, and then the rest of them, so they kind of just fall into the mat. I also see their elbows coming out to the sides. I also see their chest dipping down and their butt in the air. So those are some common mistakes that we make in Chaturanga. When I say your whole body should be a board, nice straight line, tuck the pelvis slightly, come forward, straight line, flip the feet, open it up. It's not easy, it takes a lot of practice, but don't be ashamed of modifications. There's nothing wrong with modifications. Okay, coming back to our down dog, pedal through the feet. Pedal, 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 take a deep breath. One more. And from here, we're gonna lift right leg high and crisscross it over. Left leg high, crisscross, right leg high, crisscross, left, cross it over, right, cross it over, left, and right, all the way to the front of your mat. Forward fold, sway it out, take a deep breath. Maybe you hug it in, and slowly roll it up. Breathing in, arms overhead, exhale, hands to heart. Coming into Tadasana, all four corners of the feet melt into the mat. Fix your pants, fix your clothes. You should be able to still lift your toes. If you find that you're scrunching your toes into the mat, you might want to nip that in the bud because you're going to have really bad arthritis in your toes if you're always crunching the mat with your toes, right? So you should be able to freely lift your toes in Tadasana if all four corners of the feet are into the mat. Standing up nice and tall, hands to heart. We reach the right leg high. Coming into tree pose. Place that foot where you can hold it. If that's at your ankle, great. You're still learning balance, right? Again, you should be able to lift your toes in tree pose. We're going to reach the arms up overhead. Inhale. It's okay if you wobble. Exhale, arms come down. Tighten that core to help your balance. Breathe in. Exhale, arms come down. As long as you keep your eyes in one place, the balance will come much more natural to you. Of course, you'll still wobble. Come on down. Shake it out. And in balance poses, our toes are much more likely to grasp for the mat. It's our body's response of saying, don't fall. Please keep me upright, right? And that's okay. You just have to remind yourself, oh, let me loosen those toes up, right? Let's take it to the other side. We lift that left knee and we place that foot where it's cozy and comfortable, meaning you can hold it. It feels natural. You're not falling all over the place. Sometimes we have to take that natural progression, but it's worth it in the end, I promise. It might feel like it takes forever, but it doesn't. We reach those arms overhead as we focus. We inhale, exhale, bring the arms down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And come on down. Shake it out. Slowly, I've been incorporating, breathe in, arms overhead. Exhale, dive it down. Incorporating harder things, more like little intermediate poses here and there. Still mixed in heavily with a lot of beginner-friendly poses. Coming into into halfway lift. We inhale and exhale, forward fold. Hands to the mat. Come back to your plank. Drop those knees down and let's swing it around. We're gonna work on some core and then I will let you guys go. Slowly lay back, one vertebrae at a time. Let's bring the hands behind our head. Elbows open wide, keep a nice distance between chin and chest, keeping that upper back lifted off of the mat. Lift both knees, and we're going to bicycle kick or bicycle crunch. Keeping a nice distance between chin and chest, so we're not crunching that chin into the chest. Keeping both legs hovering as we breathe. So yeah, kind of like a slow progression into some more intermediate stuff. By no means is it an intermediate class, but I think eventually, we can get there if we stay on this path. Hug it in. Give yourself a little back massage. And lift those legs up to the sky. Let's bring those hands down to our sides. We're gonna drop the right leg, let it hover. Bring it back up to meet the left. Drop the left and it hovers. And bring it up. As we breathe. I myself now am getting into more advanced poses. I feel like I've taken my time in the intermediate level and really been patient with myself. Even when I was ready in my forearm headstand, I knew I had the strength, I felt ready. I still used my wheel, my yoga wheel, because I wanted to build up the strength and I wanted to make sure that my stance was correct and proper and that I wasn't, doing it incorrectly. So even though I could have given up that wheel a few weeks prior, I knew it was only going to benefit me in the long run. You're probably like, shut the hell up, dude. Our freaking core is on fire and you're just talking. Mine is too, trust me. But I'm taking my mind off of it. Hug it in. Give yourself a little back massage. Yeah, so even though I could have given up a while ago and just done my forearm headstand, I knew it's okay to have this crutch because it's only going to build up my strength and make me better. And I feel like in life, a lot of people are scared to do that, and I don't know why. And specifically in yoga, people don't like modifications, and I don't get that. Modifications made me who I am. Modifications are where it's at. Let's hold it here. So my upper back is lifted, my chin is away from my chest, elbows open wide, shins parallel with the sky, tailbone is on the mat. I'm just lifting my upper back off the mat, and I'm holding it as I breathe. Let's drop it. All right. When I said made me who I am, I don't think I'm like anybody special. I'm just saying it got me to this level of yoga, which, listen, I still have light years to go. I know this, and yeah, but like I'm definitely a hell of a lot better than I was 2.5 years ago. There's no question. Okay, from here, keep both feet on the mat. We're gonna lift the right leg and climb the tree, bringing knee to nose. You can have a micro bend in that knee. And wrap the 2 fingers around that toe, and let's bring it out to the side. Try to keep the whole back on the mat. And try to keep that left leg lifted so that you're not splaying open with that leg, the bent leg. And let's bring it in. This time, left leg high. Let's climb the tree, knee to nose. Small micro bend in the knee is good. Few breaths here. And let's slowly walk down. Grab that toe with your fingers and let's stretch it out. Keep the whole back on the mat if you can. And that bent knee, keep it lifted, don't let it splay out. Take a deep breath. And release. You have the choice to come into corpse pose or extended child's pose. If either one, I suggest putting a blanket either under your lower back in corpse pose or a pillow or a blanket over your legs in extended child's pose. So whatever, pick your poison. I am going to grab my blankie. I myself really do enjoy the extended child's pose with the blanket, just because it's super comfortable and cozy, and it always feels good to have my hips opening up. So once you choose, I can speak, I promise. Once you choose your Tadasana pose, I want you to scan your body for any tension and release it. Specifically, the most intense areas of our body are our glutes, our neck, our jaw. That's pretty much it. I mean, our teeth, we clench our teeth, but I count that as jaw. And back is another one. So relax everything, melt into the mat. There's probably noises going on around you. I know there's literally nothing you can do about that. You just have to be able to drown them out. My yoga class is on top of a basketball stadium, or whatever you call it, basketball court. I'm not a sports girl, can you tell? And literally they'll be playing basketball, cheering, all this during our yoga class. You can hear it all, and like, I don't even hear it anymore. I've learned to just zone out and like get in my own zone. So I would love for you guys to get to that point. I'm really talkative today. I apologize. I'm going to shut up. So find your spot. You're cozy. You've let everything go. You're relaxed. Your eyes are closed. We're beginning to breathe a nice, steady, slow breath in and out. And I want you to clear your mind and just be. I'm going to play my little drum as you relax, and then I will join you. gently coming out of whatever pose you're in. Gently removing the blanket or pillow. And let's come into a seat to finish up. Feel free to sit up on a block. Otherwise, you can just come into a regular seat, crisscross applesauce or half lotus. And nice long spine, shoulders down. We're going to take the biggest breath we've taken all day and inhale our arms over our head. Hold that breath, look up towards those hands, and exhale, release. One more time, big breath in. Hold the breath, look up, and exhale, release. Really emptying out those lungs. Hands to heart. Thank you guys so much for practicing with me today for day 27 of Evolve. As always, it is my pleasure, and I hope to see you back for the next, 3 days of our series, the 28th, 29th, 4 days left of May. And then we move on to solstice, so I hope to see you for both. Thank you guys so much. Namaste. Have a great rest of your day.